Welcome to Obidate Family TV. The program now Hope Alive. Yes, plenty hope day for all our people wherever on a day, on a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Today now another beautiful day. We dey happy and we are just gisting in the studio about how good Nigeria is going to be. The new Nigeria we are talking about, the possible new Nigeria. It is very, very possible. Today we carry plenty news they come, but the most interesting one wey be say e make everybody for reach out to another person make it for here. Now the one wey they come out from America say Dr. Elnora Daniels have been waiting, then they call Elnora Daniels. That woman wey be say then carry her signature go put for Tinubu certificate where he give INEC, and that one again wey be say he come out from the other side. We see say her signature there. The woman don't para. If you remember say that schoolmate J Code in Palmas talk say go consult this woman say waiting her signature they do for that very place. The thing be say we don't they get report say she wants to Tinubu. That one na so one report we carry and go show where the thing carry come out from. No be say then go say na fake news again because somebody na write and carry and come out say she dey wait today make CSU release that document. When they release the document, then that very one they come. We get another one where we say some Tinubu lawyers they run kitty kata everywhere. Talk say even if they gather all the whole documents where they for CSU, say Supreme Court no go admit them. Now so they take talk. Whether na them own Supreme Court, we no know. Whether na them be the people where they admit evidence for inside Supreme Court, we no know. Anyway, we go still get to that very one. We go talk am. We go discuss am. We get other things wey be say if they come, how our own His Excellency P2B, how he take react for this 63rd independent this thing. He get interviews wey be say in hold, and those interviews both for Arise and the ones wey be say happen for Zoom. We won't bring and come back on here. Wetin him think about this 35,000 naira palliative? Wetin he even think about wetin then they talk when they happen for CSU? How intake describe the things, but he get one good thing what I like about P2B. He get how in the take using own words. He talk say even if you no go school, you still fit be leader. Leadership no be about say you carry PhD and something, but now when you know what make people see them, when you talk say you get them, now there trouble there. We will get to that very one. And other things will be say we will talk for inside studio today. Not be only me there today, as on I know the other day as only me there. But today I get full house. Angel day here, Esther day here, Princess day, plus our own UC Max will be say day for Zoom. We're gonna analyze all the documents. So Angel.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Happy new month to us. Happy new week. Shall una do okay? Una do alright? Yes, another good news is coming. Yes, good news upon good news. This October, na news all round for us. And for us obedient, una do this one. Say, Nancy, don't give order. You see, Tinubu, whether he hide them or not, CSU has no choice than to give article waiting they look for. No obedient to do am. Tempos are for now. Welcome on board. Let's discuss.
Yeah, so fellow obedient and wonderful well-meaning Nigerians out there with the throwaway salute from inside Obidate Family Television. My people, make una still keep all hope alive. Let's stay strong and continue to be strong and encouraging to one another, because now this month of October, now FBI will release the plenty documents wey they hold against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's not go anywhere. Join us on the discussion.
Good day, well-meaning Nigerians and my fellow obedient worldwide. Welcome to Hope Alive. Taking back our country from this entrenched government will not be easy, and it hasn't been easy. But we are drawing nearer to our victory. Our day of victory is drawing closer than before. So don't lose hope. Sit tight as we discuss.
Yes, so sit tight. But wherever you dey sit, make you remember to like and subscribe as we just start the discussion, because we want make other people for know wetin the discussion be. And the first one, as I mentioned earlier, now that woman will be say na former presido of Chicago State University. That woman will be, her name na Dr. Elnora Daniels. I may not know verse for the name where I know call well. But
Dr. Daniels.
Okay, may I call him Dr. Daniels. The ex-presido of Chicago State University. Okay, he there for screen now. I go see her beaming face. So, they say, why former president of Chicago State University want to sue Tinubu? That one na the story. Why in one sue am? Wetin happen? Wetin him do am? Where in one sue am? I know to understand, but it be like say explanations dey for the paper where we say it they report this very something. But you know they, I know to that is get why this thing they come out now. Maybe not because of say. They won't release the document today. Now they get this report say once okay. It be like say she talk say she go wait until they release them.
So then she go cross check the documents.
Esther, your man they do win.
Okay, the woman don't come out say number one, say the document that certificate, the diploma certificate where Tinubu submit to INEC, say no be from the school. Number two, say no be she sign am. And the third one be say she dey wait make CSU release that document to article so that she go really know how her name take enter, because as of that time she was not in the school. She joined after 19 years. That was when she joined CSU. So she come dey wonder say how my signature and my name come take dey this certificate. So she's coming out to clear her name, say I don't know anything about this thing. No. When this thing happened, I was not even in CSU. Say she won't protect her prestige and her personality and her integrity.
And I remember that last time we talked about J. Coding, that guy. He said he was going to go to her because he knows the woman in Chicago. Yes, and he said that he was going to go to her to like tell her CEO that they are using your name for something that you did not do, because he relates with her well. So and this coming.
Yes, come put, then carry her signature,
Yes.
go put for inside that this thing, the certificate.
And based on his
that she wants
is it
to
possible for her to still sue him and to be like used in the court?
Immunity.
Since there is immunity on Tinubu, can she still sue Tinubu for forgery now that Tinubu is still president?
Yes,
because
okay.
immunity covers her.
Be like say my this thing, just 1 second, my Oblangata just do this thing. So Maxwell, I beg, make you help me greet our people, make you for join us for this conversation. Sure.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kanu. Good evening to you. Good evening to everybody on the commute, and I can assure you that everything will be very, very dramatic. Well, I don't know. I know see Elnora Daniels for where she make this statement where be say she make na news they report them as it be now. But the thing we did here be say if she don't come out contact this kind of thing, it don't show you say she don't ready to clear her name. But another important question we will ask be say why be say it take her this long to clear her name? Why be say she no talk all this while waiting they happen? You see, with the issues surrounding the Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the certificate saga, it show you say a lot of hanky-panky dey inside. We been done already talk for this program how person wey be say they employ 1998, her signature appear for document for 1979. And we can't begin to wonder, wetin be the possibility? Wetin happen all this period where be say this woman no come out, come talk? E be say, be like say they no inform her since all this while, but I don't want to believe that she has not been informed. But you know, see some of these issues they usually they care for me. Be say me them don't hear all the details. You know, say as per president where she be that time, she feel no know all the students by that particular time, and you know, for her to just come out, come talk that time, it go dey unguarded. So it is possible that she must have been making, you know, underground investigation to know whether this particular student follow for people wey been dey her school the time wey be say she be president for this school. And it be like say from wetin she don dey see and due to say these results don't dey ready to come out, she don't hear or she don't see or she don't get reasons to believe, probably with her investigation. I know they hold brief for her, I know they defend her, but I feel like say maybe she don't get the legitimate information wey be say she suppose get wey relate to these documents, and she don't talk say probably she go institute action. Now, like you talk, this news na news wey don come reach us. You know say we don hear plenty things for this time wey be say we no even know the one to believe again. I do hope say indeed Elnora Daniel don actually come out to decide say she go file this action. As to the effect of this action for person wey be say na im dey hold seat of presidency for Nigeria, e dey very important wey e be say make we know e no stop litigation from going on. Now, e no mean say if you file action, say the litigation no fit go on because of say Tinubu na president for Nigeria. She fit file this action in the name of Bola Tinubu for court. If Bola Tinubu like, if he send in lawyer, may go represent am. If he like, if he no send. But if the court fit make legitimate findings without the presence of Tinubu. Now, e get things wey be say you need person, the person wey be say you don accuse to come court, come testify. But e get people, or e get the kind case wey e be say you just need to make findings from the documentations wey they don bring out, all the documents wey e be say they don tender before the court. Because Chicago State University, e go follow for party wey go dey for that matter if Elnora Daniel decide to go court. Because Chicago State University na the issuing authority. She herself be the person wey be say she be president within this period. So she gets knowledge of things wey dey, you know, within her reach at the time wey be say she be president. And she fit instruct, or the court fit instruct, say, make Chicago State University bring out some documents to take show the reality of the issue. So if they fit make findings, the only thing be say you fit no fit catch Bola Tinubu because of saying a president be for Nigeria, take punish am. But the court fit proceed to make, you know, findings for the matter. You know, so now wetin dey there be that. I do hope say she go initiate this action against Bola Tinubu, whether him dey for presidential seat or no be him, because e get some things where be say e go beyond just talking, e go beyond just when they hear am. We need to see it happen for Nigeria. Why e be say person wey they don accuse with this kind many baggage, everything wey dey for him neck plenty, and he go come hold seat of presidency for Nigeria. So it is possible for Elnora Daniels to institute an action against Tinubu, and the court can make findings to show that, you know, the certificate was indeed forged. It just be like the one wey happen for the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. You no need Tinubu to come there, come testify for court, say whether he forged or he no forged. On the face of the document, you know, wetin they call say the document they speak for itself. Res ipsa liquito, the facts speak for itself. So from the documents, they fit tell whether indeed the document they forged or you know they forged. So I actually buy the idea, say we should institute action for the matter.
Thank you very much for this your clarification, because as the thing don't clarify reach, I like as you talk say the matter for say you want to make that matter to go to court. I know say well meaning Nigeria go even want to make she do more than initiate the action, and other people where their signatures they there, because not be only this doc na in signature they there, other people do. But as you talk, we get other people where be say then get their own this thing. Then what thing I dey see for screen now Tinubu wey talk say I will suffer harm if CSU release my document to Atiku. Kasala don burst for Tinubu head. Now wey be say dem don talk say make dem release am. E be like say na earthquake na im wan happen. I no know whether na suicide na im wan happen. I no know wetin wan happen wey be say as im talk say irreparable harm. And today those records wan comot. E be whether na this Dr. Daniels lawsuit na in dey talk, I no know. But wetin I go caution for the sake of say this thing wey Tinubu talk now, my caution when I wan put for inside, make people wey dey guard Tinubu, abi na CIA dem be, abi whether dem be intelligence agency, abi wetin, make dem monitor im heart rate between today and tomorrow, because e talk say if dem release this document, irreparable harm go happen. Today is more like the day where all the people wey be say dem dey with Tinubu where they handle and where they call handlers, whether them be police or whether them be army or whether them be aids, so make them for watch well today and tomorrow, because in carry mouth talk say irreparable damage go happen to them. Whether na suicide, me I no know, but I just dey talk my own. No, then talk say person wey be say enjoy your mouth dey do muimu.
No, the thing where they talk now, the real truth, because whether harm go come to them, it no matter. Waiting matter be say over 200 million Nigerians' future they at stake. Now the truth now we want, because PO say whether you get PhD, you get degree, you get masters, it no matter. You no get and be say you no get and just tell us say you no get certificate, but you are qualified. You get. No be say you forge am, come bring her. It no make sense.
Okay, Maxwell, make I just jump get for your side now. You know, waiting at the talk, I know say for some people, then go talk say catch Tinubu, chop am, eat am. My own, you know, say me I no get personal issue with them. Person where I get personal issue with the INEC chairman. But person will be saying in don't talk about irreparable damage if they release the document. And now today or tomorrow, these documents go come out. Me I dey think say they suppose go begin guard and well, make it not be suicide. You understand? Because even for inside the waiting they call that judgment where the judge give, that is the Nancy Maldonado give. She talk say she no know where the irreparable damage they come out from. He no see them because he no explain them to them. So me I come the think today make I talk make you not be saying that we the wish and make it for buy, but where the talk say many people will be say then the guy make them check and well. I be waiting you think I no talk through. Okay, I talk say Tinubu talk say if they release in documents, I be academic record saying go suffer irreparable damage. Say in life go scatter and all that. Now when they want release them today and tomorrow, they talk say whether na suicide they want commit, I no know. But make the handlers where they handle them, people will be say them there around them, make them for watch them between today and tomorrow. Make the man no go by, because even as with the talk say make it come up for where they we will know what shall make it for die. She understand.
Well, he waiting talk be say and Tinubu has lived a very good age. He has lived, even though we don't know the number of age, we never ascertain him yet how many years in don't live, but he has lived a very good age. And I won't believe no be issue of certificates, nine go cause anything to ram. The only thing be say, I believe say the shame where they come, it go be very, very big shame. Because all these issues now, issues where we say till today, we never physically clarify regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu in name, in age, in parents, in siblings, in state, in country. Everything remains, a mystery. But that irreparable damage and all those things we in the talk. Now just the thing when just decide say he won't tell the courts. Maybe say the courts for go like cancel the discovery of these documents where they don't order already. So all those ones, nothing will happen to them. We want me also follow us enjoy good government for Nigeria. Maybe say in go they see say people where they forge certificates, people where they do many badness, no fit be president for the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, thank you. I thank God say this talk where you talk now don't calm my nerves, because me I no want this irreparable damage. You get that. But you get another thing where we say I won't bring up where somebody talk. When I read actually na Osita Chidoka, you get how intake tweet something where we say when I read them, the thing touch my liver. Come go inside. I can't talk whether we no even look some things from one side. That is Osita Chidoka, where we say when they put on public servant administrator, it be like saying no be public servant again. But make I talk waiting in talk, sha. He say, I speak as a Nigerian that it took the courageous activism of Abubakar Atiku to enforce the discovery of information concerning Tinubu of Nigeria that is a disgrace to our national institutions. As a nation, we have a full retinue of staff at the Department of State Security, the National Intelligence Agency, the Independent National Electoral Commission, the Embassy of Nigeria with the full complement of staff in Washington, D.C., and the Nigerian judiciary that have variously ruled on matters concerning President Tinubu's academic qualification. Yet, we cannot have a definite conclusion about whether he has the academic qualification he claimed he had or not. He said disgraceful. That all the aforementioned institutions allowed a man to be sworn in without definitive statements about his qualifications is a national tragedy. For 23 years, the issue of President Tinubu has become a recurring decimal in our national equation. Under his reign, a current youth corps member is serving as minister, and people under investigation by EFCC and made public are sitting in the Federal Executive Council, and they all pass through security screening. The office of the President of Nigeria is so important both in its moral authority and its strategic importance to our national security and safety that nobody who has possible blind spots that can make him or her a potential asset for foreign intelligence or government should be allowed a mile near that office. This should be a primary burden on all our national institutions. Legal technicalities and silence by state institutions should be deemed high treason. It highlights my previous statements that a constitutional amendment to finish all electoral cases before the assumption of office is now a matter of urgent national priority. The current disgraceful proceedings against a Nigerian president in a foreign court under election petition matters are damaging to our collective moral and legal standing as a people. If it turns out tomorrow that Tinubu presented a forged certificate to INEC, Nigerians will bow down their heads globally in shame. On the other hand, if it turns out that his certificate is genuine, again, our reputation as a people is still in tatters because of the failure of national institutions to perform due diligence no matter who is involved. On both counts, it reinforces global perceptions and prejudice against Nigerians. We all bear the burden. I go stop am for here. If una go for Osita Chidoka's X platform, una fit read the rest because the thing where he write plenty, but make I stop am for where I stop because he talk say this thing, this embarrassment where we dey talk, it don't affect all of us, except our people, not except, including or more on our people where they for diaspora. Because I know when I dey outside Nigeria, if they tell me something way good about Nigeria, I will do them thumbs up. If they come tell me, say, Nigeria do this and do that very well, shame go come catch me. So I go wonder now how, on our website, on a day America, Europe, and the other places. I go see how on the worker, somebody go just come out, tap you for this thing. You go tell and say, if in Nigeria, you say, we have your president don't have certificate. Now, what could they go on everywhere for country? And still, our judicial system will go correct and they no correct. And waiting, I dey see say Chidoka the point. If they point to the institutions where supposed do their security checks, he said we get them for even for Washington D.C. then there, embassies there, everywhere where they supposed go check these things. They no go check and finish. Then come carry and put for our neck. INEC come compound the whole issue. Anyway. When I begin verse like this, I go just want to transfer the thing, give another person. Maxwell, I bet before I come for you, make I just see waiting PO talk. As they talk for this, then they ask them plenty things, and they answer them plenty things concerning this very particular certificate wey be say they go around the world and answer that very one. They ask am even about the palliatives wey dem dey give now. He answered that very one. And all that very one, he been there for London, but in there through Zoom, can they answer all these things and can they explain they give. But make we start with the one where we say OJ talk for Arise. You understand? Make we start with that very one where OJ, I dey like how the OJ, credit to her. She dey do well for Arise TV, yes. And now she do this interview with PO. And the other people. So make we start with that one. We'll come back again. Make we take that one, calm down small.
Media was awash on Independence Day with reactions trailing the order by a United States District Court directing the Chicago State University to release the credentials of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Nigeria's former Vice President Atiku Abubakar no later than today, October 2nd. Justice Nancy Maldonado of the U.S. District Court dismissed Tinubu's objection to the September 20 decision of Magistrate Judge Jeffrey Gilbert, insisting that Atiku had the right to have access to the records. She directed CSU to produce all relevant and non-privileged documents and also cautioned Tinubu that any request for a stay before the court will be denied. Atiku had asked for the documents for use in the Nigerian courts to support his argument that Tinubu forged a diploma certificate he claimed to have obtained from CSU in 1979 and submitted to INEC for the 2023 presidential elections. A video showing the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, throwing an apparent jab at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for trying to block access to his academic records at the Chicago State University surfaced online. Peter Obi was speaking to students of Princeton University about the importance of good leadership, where he boasted that his academic records can be verified. Let's take a look.
We have all the talents and everything all over the world. It's a question of the leadership have to show it. You have to start by saying, my name is Peter Obi. I'm from this town. I went to this primary school, this secondary school, this university, and people plan. This is they're very important. You know, when Chika was saying my CV, he said Harvard. I said, no, Chika, I did a program in Harvard. I'm an alumnus of Oxford and Cambridge. It can go and be verified. Verified. I don't need to put injunction for you not to see it. Go and tell them in Nsukka whether they'll give you my transcript. These are things we must. And we must do it and say, this is who we are. Because that's what makes us.
Yes, as they put and there, they talk say people be flaunt credential, but no be say they flaunt credential. No, and no mind arise with that their title. But the thing will be say they there, they made them they watch the important things where person they talk. The important things where they talk. Now be say, you know to mean whether you know to go school. Just tell us say you know go school. Even for another video and other places, he mentioned say whether Abraham Lincoln have been at the other distance where we say they no go, but then go talk out.
But they made it in life. The
even they talk about Bill Gates, them richest people in the world. They no go school like that. Yes. After they can't go, you understand? Yes. So that one not be really an issue. Yes. But anyway, Maxwell, for this talk where Osta Chidoka, former Minister of Aviation, talk. Say now our institutions now they even to be blamed. I don't know what you get to talk now. That one they vex me before we enter inside here. Make you help me chook mata inside there.
You know, see, I don't argue several times. Say some of the problems so they get we say the bodies we supposed do waiting they supposed do for Nigeria. No, they do them. I will give you an instance. By virtue of the qualifying factors for the 1999 Constitution and even the disqualifying factors, it gets the kind burden way the 1999 Constitution don't place upon INEC to carry out checks on people who don't present themselves to hold position for Nigeria. governor, deputy governor, president, or vice president, all these positions. But they don't do these checks. It's unfortunate. Because if to say all these agencies like INEC, they do what they're supposed to, and security agencies for our agencies, the Nigerian organizations, to take the bull by the horn from this point in time to begin to do the necessary and ensure that they make necessary research on anybody who has presented themselves to hold positions in Nigeria. It is very, very important for us to, go past this whole, say now after election don't finish, now you come to see cases where they say they question person certificate, they question person this, they question person age, and many, many things. But these are things that be stopped even go into the election. And then when we go into the election, make the case just be centered at the election and not be person certificate, how person no take a mind and all of those things. So these are the things that we need to move forward from instead of this of litigating over and over again, burdening the courts and stretching electoral processes. It is very important, and it pain me where we're saying till today we formulate measures to ensure say do election litigation before person enter office. It is very necessary. Just imagine what's in they happen if it turn out say Bola Tinubu forging certificate by these documents. We go, of course, what kind of shame has it brought to our country, brought to us as a country? You see, so president, the whole person will be of a country go be say forge certificates. How other countries for Africa, for world go take look us? So these are the necessary information that we need to be getting from candidates, from people who have presented themselves to hold political offices in Nigeria.
Okay, Mark, that one as you explain it, give us a day very, very okay. As you always talk you get another news where we say with the gates. They even call them saying a breaking news, and then quote David Hundeyin for inside. And that very particular news, they're too sweet. They're too sweet. They come out from parallel facts. Whether not true, I know nobody. They talk say Tinubu, they attempt to file emergency this thing. So when I go see them for screen now, they said breaking. 3 U.S. courts reject Tinubu's appeal to stall CSU's release of academic records, David Hundeyin. Meaning say, then they quote David Hundeyin, na him be that very one. They said the Nigerian investigative journalist David Hundeyin has disclosed that Tinubu's lawyers have approached 3 different courts in the U.S. today, Gongo, to delay the release of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's academic records at the Chicago State University, but all of them declined the request. Hundeyin also noted that the lawyers begged Atiku Abubakar and Abubakar's team to shift the disposition tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 noon so as to buy time, but they refuse as well. Kasala boss, I dey talk as una know say trouble don worsen trouble for Bola Tinubu. That's why I dey tell una. Sad day for him. It don't happen. But he talk he talk say na irreparable. You can imagine 3 courts. But anyway, after we go for David Hundeyin, make we see how he take post am, because this one na breaking news will come up from parallel facts. Now we say make we bring am, because question there for our comment section say this kind of thing dey happen. So now what thing wey there for back now? Immediately they begin the search where that one they come out, because person where they comment section now they ask the question say whether in don appeal I been done it, because say even Agbado people there for here then they watch. So they're going to make some crooked talks. But anyway, when I don't hear them say 3 courts don't refuse or decline to hear that very appeal. Today. As we they speak, now it happen. But anyway, whether they make them keep the try, whether they like or not, make we even do checking. With that very one, I go want make we for check waiting that judge talk. He get wetin she talk. she read that particular our own document. What did they call them?
PPT judgment.
That is the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judgment. Haruna's judgment. That woman read them. And we are going to tell on say, read if you go to the page 25 of Judge Nancy's order or ruling, on I go hear wetin she talk. Make you come out that thing where they by the side there, make her for read them out, make people for hear it as she take talk am for page 25. You know, and I know say her order day 33 pages. This one na page 25 now e dey. He said to the issue of Supreme Court of Nigeria that there are exceptional circumstances that justify the introduction of evidence he is seeking from CSU. There is simply no evidence to suggest that the Supreme Court of Nigeria must necessarily reach the same result as the Court of Appeal. And I won't make a ring am again. There is simply no evidence to suggest that the Supreme Court of Nigeria must necessarily reach the same result as the Court of Appeal. Telling you, say, if that Court of Appeal judgment wey she don read say e no good, he say people wey dey for Supreme Court dem fit adopt another pattern, dem fit give the truth, dem fit just throw away that very thing and return am. You see, so she went through all of those things. You can imagine how many pages wey be say that Haruna Samani thing wey she take for 24 hours. Now she dey do this thing, Angel, you know.
Yes.
We dey here, we dey watch am.
From
everybody
morning
wey
till
dey
night.
here. From
Even
morning
the
till
people
night.
wey dey court dey sleep.
This woman read am. I wonder, I go know how her eyes go don shoot out when she dey read that something. Read am finish. They tell una say wetin these people do, e no mean say Supreme Court go do the same thing. That's what the woman talk.
And Mr. Kari, you know the thing where they pain most Nigerians that day be say, no be say him take all the day read am. He can't read wetin no good. He can't turn constitution upside down. If to say him judge well, everybody go like am. Everybody go there. But this one, he turn constitution upside down. 37 states where be say we get 36 states.
Make una help me put that in where she put there. Make I for finish am. Abeg make una no vex. Our own people. I toilet for now do well. That's Judge this thing. After when you can't enter for appeal, say further, this court would be improperly intruding into Nigerian law if it made any determination or prediction as to how the Supreme Court might rule on the ultimate question of whether to adopt the Court of Appeals approach or whether to allow evidence under exceptional circumstances. This thing they tell you clearly say this woman read that very something.
Yeah. From
and
beginning to
the undertone they explain to you say she understand where our grievances they come out from. You understand?
Yes.
She understand, but na kind of they part us for back say Supreme Court no fit no to that line, but she no wan join issues with wetin dey happen for Naija. Yes. You understand? Yes. But make we dey calm. I say this woman dey pour us cold water. Say make we calm down, be calming down. You know say get one boy wey do at that time for Naija say be calm, mommy be calming down, mommy be calming down. So let us be calming down.
Yes.
Even when they talk say she go take 2 weeks before she go give this her ruling and waiting.
And she can't surprise us.
She drop am immediately.
She surprise us under 2 days.
You see, person where God want mercy, now he go get mercy for.
And person where know in onions, know in onions.
Yes, he get wetin Maxwell put for in this thing where then they show now. Make una for show me that thing. Make I for use that one. Ask Maxwell this question. He say, if Maxwell talk say, if courts are serious, you will know. If a judge is serious, you will know. Nancy had this to say about Chicago State University making depositions. He says, as for the depositions and the other things where they follow am. Anyway, Maxwell, as you still there for this thing, you know this tweet where you tweet it there for screen now. He said, if a court is serious, you will know. If a judge is serious, you will tell. Judge Nancy had this to say about Chicago State University. Abeg, explain it, give us. Because this thing now, when I look am for your page for X, I see say and comments there for there, so people fit even go there see plenty comments wey be say e dey for that place. Maxwell, abeg explanate, give us this your tweet. You say they can address all 5 topics. That one wey talk say it can go address all 5 topics identified in the subpoena.
I know. So
okay.
You know, say the judgments from that my tweet. When you look the kind judgments we come out from our courts, especially the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, and you look the one where they come out from the United States District Court for Illinois, go see difference there. If you read the judgment, you don't need any prophet to interpret them to you before you go understand. Because of say the way they take analyze the issues and come to logical conclusions. It go even sweet you, make you take no say this judgment, justice the inside. You know, so many times I don't dare tell you say, you see justice, justice na something way be say every right thinking minded person go know when they don't do justice. Their judgment, they deliver the judgment, they come to say 2 things now they go produce. Number 1, on Monday today, say they go produce the documents, and then number 2 be say tomorrow will be Tuesday, say Chicago State University go make depositions. And you know, now this particular what do they call them? Now this particular depositions, these 5 topics where be say they suppose make depositions inside. Now in the courts don't come out, can't give. Say if even though we don't rule say they go release documents, apart from that, they still get 5 documents or 5 topics, 5 areas where be say Chicago State University must answer all of them, because they're important to the things we article they ask for. So when you look at number 1 for that particular for this particular topics where be say Chicago State University must answer to article be say the documents where they've been produced, where CSU been produced, you know, when they been make application to them, they go talk about the authenticity. I don't tell you say the position a testimony where they go give on oath, they go swear, then they go give them. They go talk about the authenticity of the documents where CSU don't they produce since where they ask them when they make applications to them, you know, and how CSU been keep all these documents. So that they go swear. They go swear, then they go tell us whether these documents they authentic or you know they authentic. The second issue be say they go still CSU go still answer article say what will be the position of the authenticity of every other CSU document where they related to Tinubu, you know, as he relates to Enahoro Eba. You know, so Enahoro Eba been done institute one action where they give us some documents. So article still want ask CSU, make CSU answer say what will be the authenticity of that document where you been give Enahoro Eba. Now legitimate document you give them or no be legitimate document? Who be the people who sign the documents? What will be the status of that document? You know say na fake before you give them, or you know say no be fake before you give them. You know say we don't talk for this program. Say that particular one where they give Enahoro Eba. Say if still get question mark on top. Say cause say still the person who sign that one no dey for office when he sign them. Another question where be say the third question where they supposed answer. Now the content of the affidavits where CSU register Calem Westberg been done right. So that affidavit where the man writes, they won't know the authenticity of that document. Waiting be the content of that affidavit so that they could take know the situation surrounding all these documents. And then when we can go further to the 4th item where CSU go answer Atiku Abubakar, it relate to CSU position about the authenticity of the letter where the same Westberg been right for CSU letterhead. Sake of say they talk say President Tinubu all this, it gets some letters where this man been done right in relation to President where in relation to Bola Ahmed Tinubu where concern all these certificates matter. This same Westberg be done right. So they still won't know as to the authenticity of the letter. You know, say waiting them Tinubu be they do BC, they just go they get documents, they present them, say they get them from Chicago State University. This person from Chicago State University don't attest, say they get this document and the rest. So they won't know whether these documents, whether truly did they originate from Chicago State University or Nabola Tinubu 9 they go forge the document. they bring, say, Chicago State University don't confirm, say, in be candidate or in be student for the school, or say the certificate are legitimate. And the last one, na be CSU position on the authenticity of the all documents and other facts regarding why the documents were certified, if Mr. O was authorized to do so. You remember that man? Oh, I've been talking about this one too. The last time we will come out here, where I tell you, say, this document where Mr. O been done attest to, where he done certify, give Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they won't know the authenticity. So these major questions, now they supposed to answer, may therefore take know all the details about this one. Who really they give Tinubu those documents? If the person from CSU, if na CSU authenticate them, and waiting CSU know about all of those documents.
Maxwell, thank you very much. That is your explanation. Just this straight on point. Make our people know all the things we say they do and how the thing they take suppose go between today and tomorrow. So we they do research, make we find out whether this appeal where Bola Tinubu lawyer they do katakiti for US, whether it gets anything. But I think God no go let them delay this any further. Yes, now all those ones for our people, they do research now, they go everywhere, make them know whether. And I even call our own contacts, will be David for Chicago, say make you know whether anything they happen, make you even reach that court side, make you know whether anything they happen. So with that very one, we will begin the move, they go. I want tell on this issue of PO, where we say some people they talk saying, and now you begin they talk about certificate and other things, and some people they talk saying a punch in the punch to Tinubu and something. No be like that. Then they misunderstand PO, because waiting His Excellency P2 be the talk be say you no need to get PhD before you become a good leader. You don't need to have this one. He say even people will be say they no go school, or they go after school, or they drop out of school, they still made it to become great leaders. Then come out, use the amount talk say they no get a grade 1 and then drop out, and then take the amount talk am. So he said it boils more on integrity. But let's take a listen. Make you no be say na me just the talk waiting a talk. Make we take a listen to His Excellency P2B.
And on his in his inaugural speech, had said that he was willing to work with opposition party members who didn't win the election to move the country forward. Has an invitation like that been extended to you, and would you be willing, for the collective good of the nation, to offer some of your ideas and options to this particular government for to move Nigeria forward? And second of all, very important statement you made during your appearance at Princeton University, that the leaders in Nigeria must have the right qualifications. That can be a bit vague. When you say right qualifications, are you saying that they should upgrade the minimum standard for who would become president or governor from being just having a school leaving certificate, or qualifications in terms of bringing experience, what you bring to that office? So just those two questions. Would you be willing to work with this government for the good of this nation, because people are suffering, with your great ideas to work with this government? And second of all, what do you mean by right qualifications for whoever it is that should lead this nation?
Okay, let me go ahead and tell you. We are at a point where we're challenging the process. These are part of what makes a nation. The process through which people come into office or assume or achieve anything is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. It is important that the people come through the right door and not just jump into through the window and start saying, okay, let's move on, let's clean it up, let's do this and everything. No. So we're challenging the process, and that has to come to a logical end before any other thing. And it has to be something that people will seemingly, that's why I said we have to begin by doing the right things. And not doing the right things is having the right process. On issue of qualification, I never said anything with regards to improving the degree or doing this. The issue of qualification is the issue of leaders making statements, doing things that are honest and truthful. This is an issue of honor and integrity. It is the foundation on which you build society. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, there's so many issues of certificates, age, all sorts of one falsification or the other, all over, within the leaders. There's no way people can be doing this and be able to do the right things, because that means they live in a falsified life. And that is not good morally, and a sign it should be given to the society. There's so many great people in the world who did not go to school. And I can tell you, America today, one of the highest, or I would say the greatest president America has ever had, is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln did not go to a formal school. In fact, his entire education is less than 1 year formal education, because he came from a very extremely poor family. His education was by borrowing books and everything, which he did later. But he was able to show, if you read his history, you show that he came from a very poor home and did not have formal education. He didn't have to say he read the PhD here or he did this one here, and then there's an argument like what we're having all over Nigeria today, which is bringing the credibility of our nation into question. If you come to the UK, one of the greatest prime ministers, Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill is known to have had a poor academic record. In fact, his academic record was very bad that his father had to enlist him in the army. Even when he went to take an exam to be able to be enlisted into the British Military Academy, he sat it 3 times before he could pass. Eventually, he became a prime minister, became a great prime minister. You go to the corporate world, the biggest company we have today in terms of market value is Apple. The founder is a dropout, a school dropout. His history shows that. The second biggest company is Microsoft. At least Apple today is about 2.9, if I'm right, about 2.9 trillion company, when African GDP is about 2.9. So it's about the same thing as African GDP. The second biggest company is Microsoft, founded by Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a university dropout. It's written there. It's not, there's no question. The 4th richest person in the world, Larry Ellison, is a poor person. The mother had to give up for adoption when he was 9 months.
All right. So that's
so you don't really have to have all the degrees in the world to be great. But you need to be honorable about your past, so we can know who exactly you are and everything. The world are bound by great people who have.
Okay, so we fit make we just hold on for here. Make we just hold on for here. But when I don't hear them say all the people will be say they great for what, not be only about the education, I be the school or the PhDs or the certificates will be say they get. Now about the integrity will be say they get to come out, talk as he take B. With that one coming from PO, I want to reach out to all of us. I know how many of them are with the watch now, plenty. Make on for like and share now the contribution where you feel do for this very hope where they are life where would they do. With the talk say wherever you dey, whether you dey America, you dey UK, you dey any part of the world, or you dey Niger, like and share this video. Now your own contribution for the new Nigeria where with the worker, our own contributor now to come inside studio and tell you what in the happen. life as the thing they take they come to keep your hope alive. We dey do our own. Do your own part by liking the video. Now the way where you take help it to be and have a dirty for the new Nigeria where we want and all well-meaning Nigerians. Now that one I want, and I know say our time don't give us signal. The kind signal where they give us now, angel they even eye me.
My well-meaning Nigerian, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Thank you so much, Maxwell, for being with us. We appreciate you. May God bless you. My obedient family, if you get it, flaunt it. Now waiting our PO they do. And he will continue to flaunt his credentials. Yes, if you get and flaunt them, no be anything. Would they brag? Yes. Because abado them, they brag for nothing. My people, we appreciate you now. We like you now. Like, share this video, subscribe. Yes, subscribe. Make all the obedient they hear. Tell your neighbor, make it come listen, make it come subscribe. Thumbs up to the video. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you. We love you. But God loves you more. Bye for now.